Okay, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite Darktide YouTuber, and I know that this whole overlay is going to look a little bit different today. What I'm testing out is I've got this little thingy that will show my keyboard presses and inputs, because a lot of people have asked if I would have something like that to show like when I'm pressing whatever buttons, and although I can't see it myself on screen, you guys should be able to actually see my inputs right there. Like if I want to alt-tab, alright, it'll actually show that input there. So even my mouse movements are shown here, my clicks, everything will be shown. So this is going to be an interesting way of me upgrading, I guess, my teaching videos. So I'm looking forward to trialing this out. Let me know how it goes. We're going to use the Surge Smite today because, again, this is one of the most misunderstood of all the selections of builds. And, of course, there are two styles to it. You can use the Warp Siphon build, which I often use as well, or you can use the other build, which is Empowered Psionics. Either way, both of them work. What you just got to understand is that one has certain weaknesses, the other has different weaknesses. All right, like if we're talking Auric Maelstrom, I tend to go with like the Warp Siphon style with a dueling sword for dealing with waves of mutants, things like that. If I'm just doing Auric Damnation, then I go with my lovely Assault Chainsword with Bloodletter 4, Wrath, you know, Unyielding, Unarmored, you know, the usual stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put all that in together right now, all right, and we're gonna test out all the button inputs. Now, this is not a proper demonstration stream, but this is going to be me testing out my teaching, you know, while also showing you guys the button inputs. So I'm really excited to have this all happen. All right, I've put it in the place of the cam, and I moved the cam up here. So let me know how it goes. Let me know if this is a more effective teaching tool for you guys. I'm just excited to see whether or not this will be helpful to you guys, and maybe in future it can show how I play the character, what I'm doing at any one point in time, and maybe you guys will enjoy that. Okay, let's go. High intensity shock trooper gauntlet right now, and while we load in, let me say the following: we have a viewer incentive right now. So if you guys have not heard about it or seen it, basically, if at any time during a particular week, all the videos that I post during the week go over 10,000 views, I'll be giving away $100 US on the Sunday. All right, so this is a long-term sort of goal that I'm doing, and it's just a way to incentivize viewership while I also upgrade my techniques and while I also upgrade the different ways that I can, you know, teach you guys and play games for you guys and do videos for you guys. All right, so here we are. Let's go. Okay, now this is just an Auric Damnation, so it's nothing too serious. I'm just going to show you guys how I played Surge Smite in this, while also seeing if what I need from you guys is just to see whether or not my teaching matches the button inputs that you're seeing on screen. Again, I cannot see it while actually playing the game myself, but you guys will be able to as we go. I think it's working. I hope it's working, you know. It seems to be working. All right, so fingers crossed. Here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so starting out with my chainsword for mobility. Of course, as soon as the doors open, you know that it's time to start spamming. So I start by shooting my secondary attacks. As you can see, I'm holding down the charge, and as soon as it gets to 100% like that, I shoot. All right, so you can clearly see the input for when I shoot. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm opening with my Surge Staff. Why? Because most of these are not hordes. Okay, you don't want to use Smite with this build unless there is a horde coming in. So it is extreme. Now I'm always, you know, keeping my fingers over each of the keys, so you can see that I'm always ready to maneuver at the drop of a hat. Now, if you are in a situation like this, where you start to, oh dear, okay, got bitten by a Doge. Unfortunately, I don't know why the lightning didn't hit it, but that's okay. Thank you very much, Ogren. All right. That can sometimes happen because the auto aim of the Surge Staff may not always hit the target you want it to hit. So just be a bit careful with that. I was very lucky to get a rescue there. That could have gone badly. Now hordes are about to start pouring in, so you want to switch over to Smite. And here is where you use the Smite to control the horde. Now, somebody up there is in trouble, but you can't really, you know, okay, as long as Chud goes for him, it's okay. All right, you'll notice now what I did right there was that I didn't use my Venting Shriek. This is because I want to preserve my warp charges for now, and there's no real reason to use my venting shriek just yet. Instead, what you're going to see me do is just hold off the Horde while everybody kills off the specialists and enemies. Before I get to 100%, I just let myself do the push by canceling. Okay, let's let it go. Alright, now, the Horde is mostly dealt with, and we've got snipers and other long-distance enemies. So what do? You start surging. Alright. Be ready to push in an instant, right there. Alright, you've got a Horde coming from behind. So we switch to Smite. Be calm, dodge the mutants. Remember that you can dodge with this. Use a jump to reset your dodges if necessary. Now with a Horde coming in from behind, you might think that I might use my venting shriek, but again, no, we don't need that because as you can see, the Horde is mostly taken care of simply by your Smite alone. Alright, so once again, hold everybody steady, keep control over the enemies, and you're fine. Okay, Smite has a 16 meter range, which a lot of people underestimate. It actually is quite long, and it doesn't break even if you end up, even if you end up behind cover. So you can actually step behind cover and still be smiting your enemies. Okay, so don't hesitate to abuse that. Oh dear. Sorry, I thought I dodged that hound, but I guess I didn't. Okay, so we're gonna slide around. Okay. Now against heavy targets, take note, the important thing to do is because you're not using the dueling sword, right? You're not going to go up and stab them. You're definitely not going to chainsword them. Use your staff instead. Okay, so you're all good here. Now one charge, so you immediately tell people one. Okay, so I quickly type that to them. And whoever wants can take it. I usually leave it to the most corrupted or most injured. And we carry on because my damage is all from taking from that earlier mistake, which should never have happened. So show the Medicaid station to the individual. They should then take it. Now if you know that an enemy is coming from a particular direction, then charge up your surge and hit it with that. Now, it is important to follow your team whichever way you go. I normally go by the back route, but if they're not going that way, then okay, you've got to follow your team. Do not break coherency, or at least try not to. You are a CC engine, but you are not, with this particular build, you are not exactly a solo artist. Okay, you are here to assist your team with CC. Oh, there was Doggerino there. I'll take pot shots out of windows if I have to, but the more that I see ragers and stuff like that, the more I'll just keep casting. Because again, we're not seeing the Horde or the mixed Horde, so you want to just keep casting with your surge. Get rid of your enemies, and then you'll be able to move on. Now, there is a Horde coming, okay? You can hear the Horde sound. Ah, there it is. Okay, once the Horde comes in, you know what to do. Swap your smite. And Doran is down. That's alright, we'll get him. Now, when hordes come from two directions, it is often wiser to... just try and back up to a position where you can, avoid both hordes. Unfortunately, Trapper got me there. Thank you, Abraxia. Doran is dead, unfortunately, so no choice there. We tried to rescue, but that failed. Alright. Okay. There is a full Medicaid in the next zone, so we're just gonna heal up there. Now enemies will spawn out that door. And as expected, Doran left. A lot of people, when things don't go their way, they tend to leave. That's not very cool, in my opinion. You should wait for rescue. Now, I'm hoping he DC'd. I'll give him benefit of the doubt, but most of the time, I've actually seen players have some pretty bad etiquette, and they actually, like, leave whenever things don't go their way, which, again, is kind of a silly way of gaming. Like, honestly, you gotta own up to your mistakes in gaming. I mean, I do all the time. For example, when I'm playing the finals and I'm not very good, you gotta own up to your mistakes. That's just how it is. You don't, Now, I should have revved up and just killed that mutant, but I was quite worried about the Hawksbursters nearby because I could hear them already, so that was something I wanted to prevent no matter what. Now in a big Horde situation like this, you've got to be careful. This is where I will use Venting Shriek. Alright? Venting Shriek is a great way of deleting Hordes, but you will have to recover your charges as well, so just be careful about that. Now, you need to get to a location where your smite can reach everybody. Alright, let it spread, let it spread. And remember, if you are in a situation whereby enemies are close like this, alright, this is what you do. You smite, let it go. Alright. Now with this one, because you're not wasting an Empowered Psionics charge, it's okay to just frequently knock them down. Okay, what you gotta understand about the Warp Siphon style of Smite is that the frequent knockdowns are actually a great means, in fact, of survival. So use and abuse them, alright? That poor bot. Okay, when you've got gunners, as in direct gunners, you probably want to delete them very quickly because they will kill your team. So if they're in range of you, use your lightning. Okay, we're gonna pick up the bot. At least the bot's courageous, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, get rid of the Doggerino. Now it takes 2 surge casts to stun a mutant, so be careful about that. Okay. Remember, you've got 24 meters on your surge. Abuse that. Okay, flesh bag over there. Ah, of course. I'm now a hammer. Now, some of you might remember I talked about the Psyker's role in a team. One of the biggest roles that a Psyker can perform for their teammates is to actually take care of specials and elites while your main team members take care of bosses. This is because the Psyker is not exactly designed for strong anti-boss combat. Sure, you've got a chainsword, but it is not your best use. And somebody has to handle the hordes. Don't forget that. Okay? When you get the chance, you can hit the Chaos Spawn with some bleed damage. But again, as you can see, even with Unyielding modifier on this, it doesn't actually do all that much. So just be careful. You want to help where you can, but your best contribution is handling the horde. Alright? So in this particular case, you can see a massive horde coming in. Alright, this is where I would stack up to max, burn out the entire horde, and then do it all over again. And again, don't be afraid to utilize the push, the force push as we like to call it. Alright, it's a great way of just getting damn. I should probably say it's a great way of grounding your enemies, right? Because the push will knock them down, giving you enough time to, you know, refresh yourself a little bit and then smite for a longer duration. You can always keep pushing like that. Sometimes, if there's nothing better to do, you can do a short push like that. Then you get right back on smite. It keeps the stun going for longer, and because there's no empowered psionics to worry about, you've got that full freedom. Alright? Gotta love the Poxbursters. Okay. No worries. Now, something else that I'll say is that I'm also testing out some new tagging methodologies. So right now my tag for, as you guys know, is bound to the middle mouse button. Once I've fully tested out all these different potential tagging methodologies, including a few other alternative methods other than the primary fire, I'll be communicating it to all of you guys. I still prefer primary fire because it's a very lazy way of doing things, but the more active way involves, you know, using something like the middle mouse button. There's a lot of other ways you can do it, but this is one of the ways that I'm favoring right now, just because it's so easy as well. Okay, I was just playing around with that. Alright, I've taken it. Let's go.
You are tough, Sparky. Let's make you honorary ogre.
Honorary Ogren, I love that. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. That is high. Whoa. Little Marilyn Manson wannabe over here. Now, once again, here we're on the Surge. Why? It's not a Horde. Okay? You don't want to, even with a Surge Smite Psyker, it doesn't mean that Smite is the solution to all your problems. Okay? Only when you hear that Horde. Alright? Okay, you heard the Horde? Yeah, there you go. There you go. They want to come in? No, now's not the time. See? It automatically targets, so you don't need to worry. But, although there's a Horde here, there's a Dread Gunner over there, right? So, what do? Kill it with a bit of Surge, swap back to Smite. Alright. Deal. Let the lightning do its thing. Let the lightning do its thing. Okay? At the same time, please do reposition. Don't just let the lightning do its thing and then never move. Alright, you'll notice I'm constantly on the move. I'm also jumping in between. I use alt for my jump, so you see me jump there. There. Oh, no. No touching the Ogren. Yeah. Good Doggerino. Stay down and stay dead. Now, once again, back on Surge because there's no immediate Horde threat. Okay, Horde threat from the rear. Swapping back to Smite without haste. Sorry, without delay. Without haste. Oh lord, I swear my English sometimes when I'm trying to teach and play at the same time. I mean, yes, it is difficult, but at the same time, you know, I swear I should get better at this. All these years doing content and I'm still no good at it. Oh well. I can keep trying, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, we've got a bit of an issue here, but that's alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna deal with certain specials and leads first. Now the Horde is mostly done. Oh, that was a very good push. That was absolutely excellent. Okay. Pick them up. Revive them. Okay, get them back on their feet. Straight away. Okay, nice rock on the beauty right there. Okay, everything is fine now. Little insect attacked me. That's not a keystroke, by the way. Okay, we're looking alright. Oh, yeah. Now, if somebody is lagging behind, yes, we know it's a bit irritating, but you gotta help them. Do the best you can. Okay, try to assist them. Okay. Palos.
Bear witness to the
Okay.
rewards of sin.
Rand. Oh, you can even see where my mouse moves. Yes, 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 good.
I refuse to enter a battle
Right.
with you ever
I hope everything's
again.
working as intended. Do let me know if this is helpful for you guys or if this is, you know, useful. Actually, I might shift it a little bit up.
Get your name!
Medicaid station.
The demon's not making a city. Destroy the demonic clothes to reposition the base.
Okay. Now I swapped to my staff to quell there because my staff's faster quelling speed, so I'm gonna use that a little bit. Alright.
That's it for the trapper!
This is your team. If you're closest to a point, make sure to take care of it. Keep your smite going. Alright, knock him down. Reposition. And as we go up, you'll notice I'm just dodging back, jump, reset my dodges, knock everybody down. Once again, once the lightning is all attached, a little force push keeps him down. Alright. Remember, you are going to stop every horde with smite. That is the key. Okay, the Ogrins are taking care of the muties and such. Your duty is to assist. Alright. Keep walking slowly in the general direction of your enemies. Alright, let your smite do the work, and then knock him down. Let your smite do the work, while repositioning, and knock him down. Smite does the work, knock him down. Don't be afraid to constantly use the knockdown effect, alright? It doesn't mean that you have to stay on smite 24/7 while getting killed and, you know, people, like, they're not gonna sit there and cover for you. Like, that's not their role and that's not your role either. Like, again, the strength of this build is that you're not beholden or bound by empowered psionics. Oh, you've gotta wait. If you gotta wait a while, that's okay. Just take advantage of this and you're good to go. Now, normally in a situation like that, I use Surge, but I didn't have time to change. So I just pulled off a smite there just to stop him. Okay, so, ooh, come on. Thank you, team. Alright, so that was really nice. Now, here you want to keep looking around to try and find out where the position of the Horde is, and then figure out the best way that you can reposition yourself so that you are dealing with the Horde and also the entire situation. Now, there is going to be... Okay, so I will usually use like high positions, like just getting up on these consoles or whatever. I'll try and use that if I need to range a sniper or if I know that there's a sniper behind cover. So that's where I'll do, you know, moves like that. Okay, we gotta go over there. Where's the thing that hit me? What a nerd. Okay, I'm almost there, but there's a horde here, so what is my duty? Control it. Control it. Knock them all down. Now there's a big horde, so I'm gonna burn them as well. Alright, I will usually just knock down if it's a smaller horde, but if it's a big enough horde, got lots of these guys, knock them down, burn them out. Alright, don't hesitate to use your burn. I do save my venting shriek for emergencies or for when I really need it, but only because Smite itself can take care of most hordes. A lot of people underestimate how much damage it does. Yes, it's slow damage over time, but you do realize that there is a certain spawn limit, so if the enemies have already spawned enough, they're not going to spawn more. So you control everything and everything is fine. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, we're out of this. And there you go. I hope the little keyboard down below also helped to showcase a little bit more about how we play, how I do certain things, and, you know, let me know if this is a useful teaching tool, because I'll happily do this for all my other builds and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, GG's. Alright, this is just a little test, but let me know what you think. I'll catch you in the next one, okay? See you later.